That's how they got the word virgin in the name Virgin Isles. Right? It makes sense.
Oh, I know what I want to say to that, but
Leave
I
Paul Rudd
can't.
out of this.
I can't. Hey!
Hey!
There you are. We were just talking
if you were
amongst
a fly
ourselves.
on the wall, you'd not be happy with our conversations.
No. No.
So, yeah. So, I'm going to explain why there was a boo-boo last week. We meant to get one up, and we got it recorded, and it was all great. But guess what wasn't there?
Mm-hmm.
The microphones? Somehow only one recorded. So, instead of a one-sided conversation and the frustration, we said, screw it! We're not doing it!
Pretty much.
And then we're back.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm noticing something right now.
What are you noticing?
I'm noticing my levels, even talking like this. Is that okay?
It's very good.
Okay, cool.
It's so good. I will bet your life away on how good it is.
All right, Dad.
Like a good
Jeez, again?
Look, he's coming back from those smokes eventually.
Please, Dad.
Or was it
Just
milk?
come back. Just.
And we triggered our whole audience, and that's it. It's officially over. Thanks for checking in. So we'll actually go on some nerd news.
Oh, there's quite a bit.
GameStop stock has made me a happy man. I may have bought 3 or 4 at like $45.
Okay.
And now it's at $145. So I looked at it, it's all, you've gone up 200%. I was like, I like that number.
Your PS5 just got paid off.
No, I'm indentured to it. At night, it's like, why don't you clean me, Joe? Okay, Dave, sing us a song.
So much I want to say.
I know.
But it's fine.
So, anyways, I'm super excited about it. I'm
Yeah.
hoping the stocks continue. There was court cases. You hear about the court cases.
Oh, what court cases? There's court cases.
No,
for
I'm
a
talking about
bunch of-
specifically for GME stock.
Oh,
there
yeah.
were court cases and all that stuff.
Because there seem to be there's court cases for a bunch of stuff, and we'll
Except-
get into that a little bit. So
Except for, like, I don't know, I was going to say JAG, but that's such an old school show. I couldn't think of another court case
Law
show.
and Order.
Law and Order.
Law and Order. Dun dun.
Dun,
He
dun.
says JAG. You know you're.
I don't watch all this fandangled
Oh
new
my
stuff, okay?
goodness. He said, but
That's the only show that came to my head.
JAG.
JAG. I don't know why.
That was okay,
that was a show for like 3 seasons when I was 8.
that.
Okay?
That's so funny.
You're welcome. I know.
He
I know.
would say something
I don't
like
know.
JAG.
I know that was a
that's
mayonnaise
great.
comment, but
Yes, it was very much a yeah.
you're welcome.
Wow, that's wonderful.
I'm
wonder-
happy.
That's actually really funny. That's gonna impact me for a while.
And
so.
I'm pretty sure that's the only court show you can't find on any streaming service.
Probably
is the one that I referenced.
true that they probably didn't even put it on Blu-ray. They just said, please don't bother.
They're like,
Keep it on HD DVD.
You know what we could do with that show? We can make another show called NCIS and forget the JAG ever happened. They're like, oh, okay.
They did.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, congrats to you with GameStop.
Well, thank you. I'm excited.
So far.
And AMC.
Yes, and AMC. Yes. Oh yeah. Good on.
See?
Good on.
I'm okay
them.
with this.
So, well,
Hit me, Gabe.
Let's get
Hit me. Like, I mean, just like, go for it.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of masochistic today.
That-
So if you're going to insult PlayStation, now's the day to do it. Because I'm already ready. I'm primed.
Not even well.
The Joy-Cons.
This wasn't even part of my list, but we will talk about this very briefly.
Yeah.
As we joked about a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
The recording that never was. We talked about the.
We're going to reference everything from that, so you'll be extra lost. Remember how funny that joke was? Oh, man. That was last week, though.
No one else does, and it's great. So there is a pending class action suit because of the Sony PS5 controllers.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently there have been people, those who technically inclined, have been removing the controllers and looking as to what could be causing the drift. And they're saying based on all this new technology, the haptics, and the upgraded rumbling, they said drift was inevitable because of all this new stuff that they put in there. So now there is a pending class action, or there is one happening now.
I know about the one that's happening.
I don't know if it was in New York.
Can we nickname them the Drifters, please?
We absolutely can.
Thank you.
Why didn't we do that sooner?
I don't know.
I mean, kudos to the soul band named the Drifters. You have great stuff.
Very good stuff.
I mean, really good stuff, but we're not you all.
And your fans are probably also called the Drifters. We're stealing those guys' names.
But now, if anyone from the Drifters is watching or still alive, we would love to have you make a song just
about drifting Joy-Cons?
About drifting Joy-Cons. Because irony. And because, let's face it, who couldn't use any more ridiculous
Can it be an
things?
R&B rap?
It can be.
Good.
Well, for that, we'll have to get Will Smith, Fresh Prince style.
Drifting Joy-Cons. That's it. If you're wondering, that was Rick and Morty. Get Swifty. That's why I said twice.
Understood.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that's happening, and I'm not even going to get into it any further because
that's about all that we need to know about it.
Yeah, class action lawsuit.
Ultimately, let's put it this way: I have 2 controllers. I've had 0 issues with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I've turned off a lot of I've turned off all the haptics. Don't hate me for it, because I know. Yeah, I know. Rocco got pissed at me.
My favorite thing is to go to Disneyland and not go on any of the rides. Gabe.
Well, I go for the nightlife. Point being, anyway. Totally.
Oh boy! Want to go clubbing?
Your wife just gave me, and I noticed it more because of her shadowy eyes.
Yeah.
Like the judge
makeup.
Look
it's not that
ever.
she's not sleeping. She's sleeping.
Yeah.
It's pure judgment.
Yeah. It's not that she has eyeballs in her closed eyelids. It's that she's just judging me right now. So.
Huh. Wow.
I know. Good. Totally for the club life. Anyway, so here's what let's
go.
Fry's Electronics.
Yes.
They're gone.
Officially?
Apparently they shut down 24-hour notice to all employees and social media.
What?
So, oh my good. This seems to be a thing that's happening lately, and I'm getting really, really sick and tired of it, especially from an HR perspective.
Yes.
Where it's like how insulting.
24-hour drop, and then that's it.
So here's how it started. It began late yesterday afternoon on Twitter.
Okay.
An employee posted notices that they received from management saying, we just our manager just had a all employee meeting and said we are shutting down effective tonight. As of last night. So last night being effective tonight, we're shutting everything down. The website shut down.
Wow.
Everything. And so they didn't have any time.
So
they barely had time.
Whoever's running security at Fry's, and you have a key, now's the time to get that severance package you're not going to get.
Pretty much. So, yeah, pretty much.
It's got a 5-finger discount. Kidding. I don't encourage theft.
Yeah, we don't encourage it, but we'll joke about it all day. We'll do it all day long. But so that broke my heart for a variety of things.
It's awful.
From an HR perspective, again, how insulting! What a massive slap in the face to these people, which are probably struggling as it is.
Yes.
And now this.
And we know they're nerds. You don't work at Fry's unless you're a nerd. And
Super
I'm pro nerd.
Yeah,
so
super nerd.
That stinks. A 24-hour notice. And so they're not coming back. None of that. It's just done.
Nope. No, that's it. So Fry's gets questioned on Twitter. And naturally, and I really feel bad for whoever the social media person was handling Fry's. Was like, yeah, we're confirming that as of tonight, everything's getting shut down. So no idea what's happening to all of their stock. All of their stuff, like no idea what's happening. Any customer orders.
I feel like there's a missed opportunity. Be like, yeah, we ended up trading everything to Zoidberg, and it just didn't work.
Right. So this was.
That's a nightmare, dude.
Yeah,
that's awful.
It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. So
the reality is, the writing was kind of on the wall. Mm-hmm. You go to Fry's. I like to go in and peruse and do that stuff, but more people are shopping. Oh, I need this dongle adapter to plug my phone into this receiver.
Right.
Oh, I'm going to go to Fry's and spend $10. I'm going to go on Amazon and spend $2.
Right.
And even though they said we'll, compete against base prices, I'm curious how they were even able to do that.
I don't know.
Because I remember one time I did pull out my phone. I said, hey, this is $40 cheaper. They're like, oh, okay, we'll give it to you at that price. I was like, oh, okay. And I'm like, how are you making money? There's no markup. I'm getting it straight from the factory at that point.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking. Yeah,
it is, honestly.
Yeah, and so, but again, I think, again, just for the people, I'm gonna start sounding like a broken record. The bigger concern is that we're seeing, we're seeing a lot more of these people losing their jobs, people getting fired, and employees finding out on social media before their own actual job communicates this with them. I, as an HR person, know that that's bad. And
that's awful.
And that's grounds for something much more.
Huge lawsuit.
But it's, because it's like, how dare you?
But it also depends, man. How quick are they able to disband it all? Because if they're able to disband the whole entity within 24 hours, you now were just phased out of a job. And I don't know the legalities specific, but what would the legalities be if, my job it no longer exists in any way.
Right.
But my retirement doesn't exist through them anymore. All of everything else doesn't exist through them. That's the issue.
Right. And because, and then of course there's the at will.
Yeah.
Every state is at will. Fine. But there's still things that I as an employee need to adhere to in order. I can't get unemployment if I just up and quit, because unemployment's going to be like, well, you quit, which is a joke because that's my money. You still took the money out of my paycheck.
Yep.
So there shouldn't even be stipulations to unemployment. Like I get I get what you took out. I should get what you took out, and that's it. No extensions, no nothing. Sure. Obviously, it doesn't work like that. There's so many BS politics behind that. But this is, but yet, so if we have to, I as the employee have to adhere to that, and where's the accountability on the company? And we just continue to see that, and it's heartbreaking. Yeah. And it's just I'm going to try to keep track on this, but
please do.
I mean, I would love to know what accountability. See, this needs to have a class action.
Yeah.
Stupid controller thing. No, cut the crap. But but this.
Yeah.
People's livelihoods.
I agree.
Yeah. This is.
There needs to be clear lines when something like this happens. There needs to be rights because let's be reality. Everything at most places, especially California, is where we're at. Everything has got legalities behind everything. There's a cause and effect to everything. If you get fired or if you whatnot, there's a whole process. Right. What happens when the place just disappears?
Yeah.
How do you is there a box you check? Fired, quit. Oh, job just disappeared.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like at that point.
And technically, because then here's going to be the other thing too. So this would count as really a layoff.
Yes.
This is really a layoff. So
but a permanent layoff, because if the business is gone, they can't lay you off because the business no longer exists. So how could you be laid off from someone that doesn't exist anymore?
And sadly, there isn't a choice in unemployment, at least for California, where it's you can just say business shut down. Like you have to explain that in the comments, and hopefully that will qualify enough per the stupid system where you won't have to wait a few weeks or a month or so for someone to call you from EDD.
How long until all the Fry stores get bought and turned into Amazon?
God, we don't need that.
Supply depots.
Bezos, stand down. Stand down, dude.
He is, man. He's planning on retiring.
Good. Yeah, don't come back. Your Prime membership's expired, sir. Thanks for everything.
No, I can't. I have to finish watching Fringe. I am watching Fringe again.
I've heard for the third time.
This is my third time. It's better the third time.
Is it?
It's really good.
Well, you know who else got canceled?
Who else?
Anthem, the game Anthem. BioWare has shared today that
I didn't know it was still a thing. I'm waiting for Square Enix to release, being like, Avengers has also been canceled.
Avengers really needs to get canceled. They announced an expansion and an upgrade.
I know. Hawkeye happening. And they're hoping that they can pull a Destiny too. I doubt it.
Destiny 2 can't even pull a Destiny 2 at this point. So
That's
because even
true.
Destiny 2 pulled a new expansion.
Yeah, I know.
But
I know. No,
and
I know.
Obviously so worth it that we're not even going to continue talking about it. So yeah,
For those of you who don't know,
which is a shame because the upgrade is gorgeous. The upgrade is absolutely gorgeous.
for which one?
The Destiny 2.
Yeah.
The PS5, Xbox.
So they
X.
have
Ooh.
the new update they did for Destiny 2, but they got rid of a bunch of the old world, and you're finding out now that you can't actually play the storyline of the old expansions on the game. So it's frustrating for people trying to play or replay and do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That stinks. It makes it difficult. And so the reason we're crapping on Square Enix, especially, I love Square Enix.
Right.
By the way, my favorite.
Yep.
I don't like Disney. Disney does not know how to work with any studio. And they worked well with Square Enix because of Kingdom Hearts. But even then,
Right.
all of the BS-ery that happened to get everything going was a pain in the butt.
Yep.
So Avengers is not a good game. I'm just
No,
gonna let you know.
it's
if you can get
not.
it for free,
Yeah.
still the storyline's cool, but then that's it. The
but
grind fest.
even the storyline struggles because they still make you do menial tasks that it's just no.
My kitty ran into the tree, Hawkeye. Can you take an arrow and shoot down the branch to catch the kitty?
And that was where the cat took an arrow to the knee.
And then that cat turned out to be Black Panther. I'm kidding. It just doesn't make it just doesn't make sense. So we run into this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dumb. So anyways, Anthem, awful game. I don't have anything nice to say about Anthem at all. I haven't even played it through fear of frying my console when it was first released.
Oh, dear
and I went,
God,
nah,
yeah.
that's not even worth it for me.
I don't even blame you on that. Well, good
please.
news. Well, the good news is, and I say good news.
Good news, everyone. We're
No-
all dead.
Not to the developers and designers who put all their hard work into this game, which is now, and it's just very unfortunate. So what BioWare and EA were supposed to do is they were going to do this thing called Anthem Next, and the idea behind Anthem Next was going to be a complete rehaul of the entire. Was going to be a real. I gotta stop him because, see, look at him. He is a little teapot.
Go ahead.
ready to just pop off.
Finish before my face gets super red.
Okay, so the idea behind Anthem Next was going to be a complete rehash of the entire system. They were going to do a complete graphic upgrade for the new consoles, but it didn't work. So now now at this point what they're saying is they've assured the current community, and this kind of hurts saying this. I don't think I feel I'm more empathetic about this than he is, and normally it's the other way around.
Hey, just fry them.
I will. They have reassured us by saying that they're going to continue running the live service of Anthem as it is right now, without no, don't worry about shutting down. So in other words,
Hear that? Your two fans can still play. And Nicolas Cage apparently is joining in next.
yeah,
You're going to find out. It's all a dream.
Anthem will be added on to the history of curse words. So there you go. So that's that.
I
So
can think of a couple other ones. Does
so
one of them start with an F
fun
and
Yeah.
end with a T?
Yikes.
Fortnite.
So, well, between that and now the Dragon Age game, Dragon Age 4,
Yeah.
and the Mass Effect game,
Yeah.
that's where they're redirecting the entire most of the team now.
That makes
They're
sense.
saying, well, it's what you should have done in the first place, because otherwise
Calm
Andromeda.
Calm down.
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. It's what Andromeda should have been. So, anyway,
A good game?
yeah,
Stop it.
I know. Look at me. Look at me.
You know, I it's nice to know that we're not over opinionated at all.
Our thoughts are subtle. Yes.
We'll give you our
absolutely.
anthem.
Here's our anthem. Cut the crap. Get it together. Game developers and designers, we look up to you.
Yeah.
You guys have as companies have inspired
Yep.
nerds like us.
Oh, yeah. To do
for
stuff.
for him to keep playing games and maybe make music from some of these things.
Ooh.
I myself make games, create my own worlds, tell my own stories, and then you pull this nonsense.
Yep.
Who the F do you think you are? Get it together. Cut the crap. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. It's not like you don't know what you're doing.
Wow.
You know what you're doing.
I don't want to say you're calling anybody out, but you're calling everybody out.
Oh, you. So, yeah.
That's about as Jersey as he gets.
That's for now.
When he goes full Jersey, you can't even turn on the camera. YouTube goes, you have violated every single one of... You violated all of our restrictions.
He's not entirely wrong
I'm
about
not.
that. He's not.
I've seen him go full
wrong.
Jersey once in the car, and it was magical.
I think I know what you're talking
It was
about, actually.
it was so good. I was like, oh, an angel just got its wings. And then Gabe ripped them off and fed it to it because he went full Jersey on that thing.
We almost drove off the road. It was wonderful.
Still brings a happy place to
It
me.
really does. It'll happen again soon. Don't you worry.
Are you, apparently we're driving off a cliff. Stay tuned. Other than this conversation derailment.
Next episode, mountaintop episode. Stay tuned. Live from the Buttes, the edge of the Buttes.
Edge of Tomorrow, featuring The Cliff.
Cliffhangers will be happening. So, Cyberpunk.
More news from Cyberpunk?
More
Can
news
they
from
just, like, stay out of the limelight? I feel like they've turned into a modern-day politician.
Yeah,
Look at me. Like, leave it alone.
Yeah. Like, listen, we don't care about your opinion. Stop campaigning. We don't care. Stop campaigning. So,
are they going to release a DLC pack?
So, here's what's going to happen.
And charge us more money to fix the game they should already have?
No, they will all be free, thankfully for that. But that's not where we're going with this. Partially. So here's what happens. They recently shared a roadmap of what they were going to be doing with regards to patches for the game.
Yeah.
And then DLC.
Yeah.
And then adding multiplayer,
Yeah.
all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. So there was supposed to be what they call the 1.2 patch.
1.21 gigawatts?
If only, right? So the patch has been delayed due to their recent company being hacked. So,
that's what delayed them.
Yep.
It's not the lawsuits or bad time management or investors wanting to bail. Right. I'm happy that it's only that.
Seriously. So they've been forced to delay the patch until March.
Yeah.
So and they've ultimately said they need the extensive scope of the update, and now we were getting there.
Yeah.
Then we get hacked. Apparently the source code sold for over $1 million plus, more than that apparently.
Did someone buy it?
Apparently on the dark web, somebody apparently bought all the source code.
Subtitles coming to you.
Be ready. Be ready for that. So
I want a nerd to take the whole source code and turn all the dialogue into Elvish and just be like, is this Lord of the Rings? What the heck just happened?
I'm down with that. That should totally. John, oh my goodness.
I had a friend in high school who actually...
Keanu Reeves speaking Elvish? That sounds kind of awesome.
He already looks like Aragorn in it. I think we're good. With sunglasses.
He kind of does, actually.
He does, 100%. I think that if they were going to... If we're going to... A friend in high school learned Elvish. He learned how to speak it, and he learned how to write it.
Really?
And he would pass notes to his friends, and the teachers would be like, read it out loud, and he would read it out loud. And they were like, what did you just say? He goes, well, I guess you have to learn Elvish. He got sent to the principal's office often. So proud of that kid.
Yeah. That's what I was like. Fight the machine. I love it. So
Get to the chopper, fight the machine.
Right. So Cyberpunk 2077, they have said in their tweet, while we dearly wanted to deliver patch 1.2 for 2077 in the time span that we detailed previously, the recent cyber attack on the studio's IT infrastructure and extensive scope of the update mean that this unfortunately will not happen. We're going to need some additional time. So, I mean...
You think they're really good at delaying things, like the inevitable. Right. Just in general, they're good at delaying things. Let's be honest. This game was supposed to was announced 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And then it was delayed
several times.
4 years.
Yeah. In fact, I think they announced it on the previous, the 2 console generations ago.
It's all right. Nintendo's catching up with Metroid Prime 4.
Thank heavens. Yeah.
No, I mean, like, they're catching up with Cyberpunk or CD Projekt Red on longest delays. We gonna get any news? Nope.
Sorry.
You gonna talk about Breath of the Wild 2 Nintendo Direct? No.
Not today.
We're gonna talk about Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
And we're not actually changing the game. Did you see that?
I did.
It was frustrating.
Yeah.
I still like that game.
Right. Yeah, I mean, like,
But I'm frustrated.
of course,
For like
rightfully so.
35th anniversary for Zelda. We're going to take one of the games you don't like and not fix it. Happy anniversary. If I did that for my wife, it's called divorce.
Right. I took the ring I got you on our wedding anniversary.
You know the diamond
and I just
on it?
replaced the stone with
I
cubic
hawked it.
zirconium. So, and a great.
This guy said he had vibranium. And all I needed to do was bring the diamond.
So I bought tickets to Wakanda. There we went. Turns out it was just an island off Ghana.
I was gonna say disease joke,
Oh dear heavens!
but
please.
I probably it's gonna start with an E though, so not a C. Is that wrong? I'm not gonna say it. You probably have already put it together.
Well,
No vibranium though,
speak.
or ring,
Well-
or marriage. I'm gonna go get some cigarettes. I'll be back.
Okay. Puff puff.
Bye, kids. Dad's getting some cigarettes.
So speaking of toxic diseases
Ooh.
and things like that, so the studio behind the game Dying Light and Dying Light
I like.
2.
Oh, that's actually good. Toxic diseases.
So the studio name
Yeah.
is Techland.
Yeah.
And they have now been accused of toxic work environment and limiting creativity. So
Treating people like zombies again, huh?
yes,
Can't outrun 'em.
Studio.
Dying inside.
Wow.
Need a light. Other puns?
The studio has been accused of inappropriate and discriminatory statements by the leadership team and a culture that discourages creativity. So, reportedly a turmoil-filled and often toxic place to work. Multiple developers blaming leadership for poor feedback and inappropriate behavior. Problems that could be exacerbated because the current HR lead is the CEO's spouse.
Oh, that's amazing.
Another Ubisoft. Stop! What are you?
I heard Yoda come up inside there.
Oh my goodness.
I know there's words that we should say, but the reality is, and I tell this to people for a long time, you can't expect businesses to have a moral compass. And then when they start comparing people to a moral compass, they're all going to fail because these businesses weren't established for that. And I get it. There is that amount of you're building a studio, you're focused on the game, you're focused on the movie, you're focused on whatever you're focusing on. But any businessman will tell you people are the most important thing.
Yep.
And if all you do is screw over all the people you work with and all the people that have businesses and all the people that do things, you're a ticking time bomb. Because it's only going to be a matter of time before karma or whatever you want to call it,
Yep.
lawsuits, catch up to you. It's rough, dude. I feel bad, but I don't.
I'm so irritated. Like we talk, this is now 2 times I have to talk about in one show that we have to talk about HR concerns.
I know.
And I haven't had dinner yet.
But here's the thing. We can't, and you know this, we cannot force people to care. You cannot
can't.
force studios to all of a sudden care about someone else or their gamers or whatnot. And the reality is, maybe this is a good thing. Maybe the creative people from these places will come together, create a good environment, and actually build games that the fans want.
Yeah. Which is, we're seeing an uptick in studios like that already.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
I mean, for goodness sake, I feel.
If I hear Square Enix is treating their people bad, I will cry.
Bro.
I will just fall over.
Yeah. That. Ooh boy.
I'd be like, no, take any franchise, just not any of Square Enix's.
No, right. Seriously, yeah. It's just
There goes Dragon Quest. There goes Final Fantasy.
Not
There goes the Tomb Raider series. Well, no, wasn't that Crystal Dynamic?
Crystal Dynamics. Yes.
Okay, it wasn't Square. I thought Square started it though.
For which one?
For the Tomb Raiders.
No, it was
it
only
always
Crystal
Crystal
Dynamics. Then Square came in and
I'm just saying though,
Yeah.
a lot of franchises would be lost.
yeah, Aerith would die again.
Yeah. That naughty dog.
So
Yeah.
I
know, man. Just go to the next thing. The reality is there's nothing good to say about it. So, hey, businesses that are making video games, stop sucking. Stop being termites sucking the teat of our society.
Wow,
I feel like that works.
that's good. That's
termite. I wanted to go parasitic, but I didn't want to go too gross.
we're grateful for that. All of us. No, it's all good. Yeah, this is a creative industry, and you take away that creativity, and now you continue to kill the dreams of us creatives who don't have the resources to start their own thing, our own indie thing.
Yeah.
So we come to you guys in the hopes that we all work together to make these dreams come true. And once again, you just take it for granted.
Total sidebar. How long do you think it's going to take before Twitter goes away? Because it's just a massive pile of toxic. I'm just being honest. Like, I don't like hemorrhoids. And if I could stay away from hemorrhoids, I'm gonna. And so I think see Twitter as the hemorrhoid of social media.
But here's the crazy thing, though. Twitter, for the pretty much accurate thing you just shared there, a lot of our things, a lot of the calling out and all the spotlight on those on other hemorrhoids happen right there.
Those are code words.
Right, code words for hemorrhoids. And yeah, but that's where we hear about this. We hear about things like this.
Yeah, for sure.
It happens there, and it's funny because, also that for all intents and purposes, Twitter is where I found a lot of opportunities for connections.
Oh no, I know, but I'm just saying.
But it sucks.
It's a ticking time bomb, though. I genuinely do think it's a ticking time bomb, and I'm curious just how long. I'm waiting for Discord to become its own social media because it's already pretty much there.
Right.
And then it'd be like, hey, link to these other conversation groups, kind of like a Reddit. That's what I'm waiting. I'm waiting for Discord to like take Twitter and Reddit and put it together.
Yeah.
And they call it Discordit.
Dear God.
No, I'm just kidding. That's not it. But I'm just saying, I see it. The reality is I've been happier. I'm off social media.
Yeah, me too.
I haven't been on
fantastic.
Facebook in a bit. I haven't been on Instagram, Twitter. I'm on Reddit to look up the bets.
You're on a mission, though, with that.
Exactly.
You have an agenda.
I am not actually talking with people. The idea is, you're a source. I'm using you so that I can get information.
Information, that's it.
Yeah.
Pretty much why I
it's like a Wikipedia.
Pretty much why I've been on Twitter to see what's been going on, and if something actually strikes gold or potential gold.
But do you ever comment on it or share or anything?
Very rarely. Very rarely.
Even when it's just like, if you don't, 30 puppies will die. And I'm like, well, I guess you just killed 30 puppies. Like,
I miss spam emails like that. So
oh gosh,
if send this to everyone.
If you don't forward this to 10 people in 3 minutes, you will die.
No, the best one was
house will blow up.
The best one was the picture of Obi-Wan Kenobi from Clone Wars as Jesus. If you don't share Jesus to 20 people.
I didn't.
You didn't get that? Oh my god!
I didn't even know that was a thing,
dude. That's huge thing. The funniest thing ever.
Oh, that's great.
It's like, if you do not, yada 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 yada, and I was just like, okay.
Meanwhile, super nerd over here is like,
I am a nerd. I love it.
We are absolutely. So let's lighten this up with some nerd, big nerd. Spider-Man, the third movie. No Way Home.
I saw the teaser.
Yes, No Way Home is what it's officially been called. I'm stupid excited. December 17th, 2021 is when it's coming out.
They weren't social distancing in that shoot. I don't know if I can approve it. I'm kidding.
The best part about this announcement is that they only said it hits theaters. That's it.
Yep.
Not Disney Plus.
You know why?
Not any of these other
Disney Plus has lost so much money and followers because of the Mandalorian stuff going on. I don't want to bring it up. We don't need to get into the politics of all that stuff. But they've lost a lot of that stuff. And unlike HBO Max, their niche audience is getting mad at them. So they're going to be, and HBO Max is like, no, it's free and it's going to be in theaters. Yeah. And Disney's like, yeah, we tried charging you $40 on a really bad Mulan ripoff.
Well, they're going to do that. They're going to do that again with another Pixar movie.
I know.
No, thank you.
They just don't have the soul. That was also
that was it.
Thank you.
So yeah, so I'm super excited for this. December 17th.
I love Spider-Man.
Christmas is finally going to matter again, so that's great. Really looking forward to it.
Santa Claus was depressed, and all of a sudden he's just like, Disney announced what? I guess I'm giving presents to kids
It's
again.
like overtime for the elves. Absolutely. So stay tuned for that. So what also was announced today, not even in my list here, Disney, since we're talking about Disney Plus.
Yes.
The Loki series has been announced June 11th. The series will
nice.
begin June 11th. It'll be 6 episodes. I'm very curious what's going to happen with this because for those that watched Infinity War, he died. He was killed. So, but in Endgame, with all the time traveling in Endgame, they find him and, they come across him, steals the Tesseract and disappeared. And that's where Loki, the series is going to begin, where he ends up in this, I forgot it's ultimately this, it's like a hub for time alteration. And he ends up there with.
I feel like the reality was.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Well, I feel like the reality of it is Tom Hiddleston was. They're like, yeah, your contract's going to retire, but everyone loves you, so we're going to give you a show where you get to be Loki again, and everything you did before doesn't matter because this is old school Loki. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Most likely.
If I were him, I'd take that paycheck to the bank. Straight up. I mean.
Yeah. Seriously.
Okay. And this is gonna sound hateful. I'm very underwhelmed with Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Really?
Just the trailer and everything. I was like, okay.
I think it's gonna be. I think Falcon Winter Soldier is gonna be.
Wait.
Really?
For it to come out,
Mhm.
all of it, and then I'll binge it. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Understood.
I
I think it's going to be a fun movie. I just
Show.
I'm curious.
show, not a movie.
Oh,
It's a show.
Show. Sorry, did I say movie?
You said movie.
What is happening to me? So the
looks
series,
like a movie.
the series, I think is going to be I think it's going to be a very enjoyable series.
Yeah.
We'll see if it has the staying power of the unique approach of WandaVision. Frustrating as it may have been at the beginning, I understood it from the very start. But now, good heavens, I think there's 2 episodes left. I can't wait.
Oh, I'm
for
super
WandaVision.
excited.
But yeah, I'm.
But it's not because of the anticipation. I genuinely am excited because of the story that they started telling. But if they would have released it at one time, I would have liked it more because it's Stranger Things to me, where I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but didn't hook me that fast.
Right.
And normally on a show, it's like, oh, it's 9 episodes, I'll watch it. Like, even if it's a show you probably never watch again,
Right.
you go, it's 9 episodes, I'll watch it. And then I went, oh, it's 3 episodes. And then they're like, 10 minutes of credits. Oh, is there any spoilers? Nope. Until this last one, actually.
Oh, the most recent episode finally had
Finally had
the extra
snuffins.
little post-credit scene, which
I
I don't know why they didn't do that sooner, but either way, they finally did it, and it made me very happy.
did.
Oh my goodness!
So I'm not the only one that's watching like 10 minutes of trailers. Being
Oh,
like, there's a chance of the
Yeah,
companion.
so it's good. Oh yeah, I fast forwarding it, just like please cut into something, please cut into, and then finally this newest episode did, and apparently there's been talk that a huge hero cameo is going to be making its appearance in the either next episode or the last episode.
Who do you think it is?
Well, the talk had been Doctor Strange.
That's what I think.
But the guy that plays Vision, I can't remember his name right now.
Yeah.
He's already said no, it's not him. But it's some. It's
Wow, spoiler alert.
So we'll see.
Can't believe you.
We'll
Thinking
see.
you'd have the hindsight to not die.
We'll see.
Wrong vision on that one. Dude.
Didn't see that coming again.
It could be that, or it could be Spider-Man. Just because they're getting into the multiverse, they're planning on putting that all together.
Could be.
And it doesn't even necessarily have to be the Spider-Man we see. It could be I don't know, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Have you seen Mary Jane? I killed my other girlfriend, but Mary Jane's still alive, right?
So I'm not a big person. I'm not a big fan of theories and things like that. This might be an enjoyable one. It might very well be from someone from the Spider-Man multiverse.
Yeah.
My guess, it might be a more well-known character from the X-Men universe.
That would be awesome.
Because you're teasing me with Quicksilver. You're teasing me with
Can
Quicksilver.
it be Charles Xavier?
It needs to make sense.
It would make sense. He could go in there and help her deal with all the trauma. Or go into
you go.
Agnes Harkness's brain and freaking done.
Yeah, you're just a Halloween shop costume.
Actually real.
Yeah.
What?
Right. So yeah. So stay tuned for that.
That'll be fun.
Bunch of fun stuff happening with the finally, and then the Black Widow movie coming out. So yeah,
Is that finally coming out?
it's coming out
When
this
is
year.
it? When is it coming out? Is there a date yet?
I think I want to say
Last year, coming out in April. Then like, nope, coming out in July. Nope, coming out never mind.
I think it's coming out. I
think-
want to say May, but I have to look it up again. So because they changed it a couple times, but it is this year. So yeah, it is this year. Woo! So, well,
Yeah.
couple more items
Yeah, hit
before we call it an evening.
Oh,
So
or an afternoon.
So yeah, wherever you're at. So Pokemon Go
To the bathroom.
didn't think I would be talking about Niantic, which is the studio behind Pokemon Go.
The one that made a lot of money really fast.
Huge amounts of money really fast. So and Nintendo had apparently nothing to do with it. So go figure. Of course they did. Licensing. But either way, point being is that
$1 billion you can use Pikachu on a game.
well, apparently they have now punished, quote unquote, millions of Pokemon Go players for cheating.
Oh, yeah.
So
Did you not know how to cheat in that game?
So
So the best way to like charge your phone is just stick it in the microwave, and when you do it, you turn it on, and then Pikachu shows up. I'm kidding. Don't do that. That was when Pokemon Go first came out. Want to get a Pokemon? You need to be in an electrical environment. Stick it in the microwave.
oh my heavens.
And people were dumb. That's all I have to say. Continue.
Y'all gotta stop that. Who do you think you are? Why would you? And I know I'm like a couple years late with saying that. I didn't know that. That's absurd. You're grown adults.
No, I'm not an adult. Don't you?
Well,
dare
no,
put
not
that
you.
on
I'm
me.
pointing there. You, no, man children.
Yeah, that's
man
right.
children. We're man
Heck yeah.
children. Period. So, anyway.
I'm the
my
one
God.
that's got the super speed.
Niantic won a $5 million settlement against Pokemon Go, Ingress, and Harry Potter Wizards hack creators in 2020. Culmination of a lawsuit that was filed initially in 2019.
Yeah.
But it wasn't going. But the studio wasn't only going after the cheat creators. So they announced that they were issuing punishments to more than 5 million players across those 3 games for just last year alone for cheating.
Wow.
More than 20. So according to
Is it weird to think I didn't think more than 5 million people played Pokemon Go anymore?
I-
I have it on my phone. And I do know people that's their exercise,
you know, a lot of people.
and I'm okay with that. I think
Yeah,
like,
I think that's awesome.
you're doing something.
Yeah, you're doing something. Yeah, seriously, go for you.
Oh, did you
introvert.
see the memes? They're okay. I'll go back. We're going old school Pokemon Go memes when it first came out. It says Niantic Games did more for childhood obesity in 2 weeks
I saw that.
than Michelle Obama did in 6 years. And I was like, that is the best thing I've ever seen.
That's great. I remember that. That was funny as
You mean
hell
I have
to
to
me.
get outside to catch a Charizard?
Who needs broccoli? I've got
I'm
Pokemon.
going outside.
So according to the Polygon, more than 20% of the punishments were permanent bans. Cheating.
No.
Yeah, cheating largely means using hacked programs like the
Man.
ones named in the lawsuit.
Too bad they couldn't create another email and fake name and play the game and do it again.
Right. Which allow players... so like the ones named in the lawsuit allowing players to access modified versions of the game that allow for GPS spoofing and auto walk functionality. So these allow players to play these, the different
Yeah.
games without going outside
Yeah.
or actually moving to a certain location.
Yeah.
So holy crap, that's hilarious to me.
Put it on a Roomba. What I did was actually put it on my kids, and they would run around and play, and it would unlock Pokemon. The other thing that I did, we would actually travel, not kidding, to other cities to get other Pokemon. When it first came out, we were like, let's go to Roseville.
That's fun.
That was so much fun.
That's fun.
And then you
though.
see a bunch of nerds at nighttime, and you're
gathering at the parks and all
Bro.
these different parking lots, like, let's go. So
like, yeah. It came out the day of my second son's birth. Pokemon Go came out. I remember downloading it and catching a Pikachu on his forehead. What? I got it. And Regina was like, I want to play. And I'm like,
That
we have
sounds
a
so
kid. We
accurate.
kind of should take care of this child. He's the second one. He's fine. He has
That
the
is
same.
So let's end this on a funny-ish
Let's
note.
do it. Let's do it.
Konami, who has lost all sense of reality, has now decided that they're going to turn Frogger into a game show. So NBC's new streaming app Peacock has given Frogger the green light
Just you saying that.
for for 13
Red light.
episodes. That was half of my jersey just came out.
Green light.
That right there. According to Polygon, Konami is capitalizing on the Frogger brand. Didn't know that still existed. For a new reality competition series for Peacock. So, a classic arcade game will be adapted into the TV show Frogger, described as fierce and ridiculously fun competition in which contestants compete in 12 themed obstacle courses, Wipeout. And yes, that includes dodging treacherous traffic. According to a news release, Frogger contestants will also have to leap over snapping gators, I hope they're real, and and hop over hungry hippos, copyright infringement,
they're in
to
an eating
conquer
race?
the course. Presumably, those wild animals will be simulated as part of a relatively safe obstacle course in the vein of Wipeout. Listen, you start talking about safety, I'm not going to read the rest of this article.
Nope.
Let me make this very clear. Frogger Live already exists. It's called Manhattan. So I'm making that clear right now. And I can say that because that's where I'm from.
Word.
And I'm telling you now, no, only the strongest frogs survive. That's it. This nonsense here, Konami. So I just, and I'm so happy they mentioned this so I'm going to skip this nonsense and hit the end of the article. So Frogger apparently had a short-lived TV presence in the early 1980s, thanks to Saturday Supercade. I absolutely love that. An animated series that featured Konami's Frog alongside Donkey Kong, Q*bert, Pitfall Harry. So anyway, I'm seeing this, and here's something apparently important. Frogger is being produced by Eureka Productions, the production company behind other shows including Holy Moly and Netflix's Dating Around, neither of which I cared for. So great. So because I haven't had dinner yet, I'm not going to go any further with it other than to say
why?
No.
I don't want to jump to any conclusions.
Shut up. You making frog jokes. Cut the crap.
Sorry. I just feel so hoppy right now. Okay. Look, I don't know. I don't know. This sounds like the dumbest thing ever. Mm-hmm. It does. It 100% does. Mm-hmm. I don't remember playing Frogger other than playing it as a game. I never remember putting obstacles in my
life. On the Atari. What is happening? Like, why are we going back?
Can your friends drive the cars that run you over? Because if that's the case, I have a couple people.
That's what I'm talking about.
I want to volunteer. I'm not going to let them know. Happy birthday to me.
Make it Who Wants to Be a Millionaire style. Like, I'm going to phone a friend, and that friend will ultimately run you over, try to run you over. That's what I'm talking about.
Or, here it is. You're going to wear animatronic. So there's going to be animatronic frogs that you wear VR headset that you have to control to get across this set. And every time you get hit by something, it shocks the crap out of you.
Awesome.
Not meant for pregnant women and people with pacers.
It sounded like you said pacers.
I said pacers. I meant to say pacemakers.
So, yes, owners of AMC Pacers, you don't count. Sorry.
Not at all.
Not at all.
I don't want to say that you ever counted. But
let me make this very clear right now. Where is my 1 versus 100 again? Microsoft, you were doing something with that, bringing it back. Cut the Frogger crap out. That's it. That's enough. That's enough. What are we doing? Like, what is?
You know what society's doing? Trying to not be bored.
But Frogger, 13 episodes. You give me 9 episodes of WandaVision. You're gonna give me 13 of Frogger. Where the F are your priorities?
There is a show called The Floor is Lava. My kids love it. But
Also, Loki's only getting 6 episodes.
what? I did
Yeah.
not know that. You know what?
So,
I'm angry.
So
The frog got more. Kermit the Frog here. Can it be hosted by Kermit the Frog? Because I would watch it if it were hosted by Kermit
see
the Frog.
that.
And then you have the Muppets.
That is hilarious. Oh my goodness, an animal. Oh my goodness.
Is driving the cars that trying
Yes.
animal as he runs you over.
And every time someone gets hit, Beaker makes the squeaky noise.
Yes.
That'd be just fantastic. See, and on that, I'm not even gonna see. I said I was gonna end it with the stupid Frogger thing. No, we're gonna end it with this segue that didn't even plan on happening.
That should be
The Muppet Show, all of it from the early
dude.
70s, all on HBO Max now. Go watch it.
I know.
The Muppet Show is on there. They just put it out there, I think, last week.
Did they get the Star Wars special? Well, technically, it's not HBO Max, is it? It's owned by Disney. Disney owns Muppets. Is it on Disney or HBO Max?
No, it's on HBO Max.
Really?
It is. Yep, the old Muppet Show, all of the episodes. Apparently, they even had I think they added a content warning. Was it Disney Plus? Am I confusing it?
I know the Muppets is owned by Disney.
Okay, so maybe it was on Disney Plus, but either way, the Muppet Show's been added, and
The
it
Star
maybe
Wars
is Disney
one is
Plus
so
now.
good.
And they actually had to add content warning at the beginning for some of the old potentially offensive.
You know how stupid that is?
I just think
I'm
it's
sorry.
it's
They're
the-
like,
it's the
this came
dumbest
out in the 50s and doesn't go with
Do
our-
your history. Stop judging today. So
Look, just put Song of the South on there, and now
Yeah.
we're talking.
yeah, stop being codependent on the past, for Christ's sake. Do your damn history. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. That was really angry.
Just so sick of
This
I
this
haven't
show
had
has
dinner
been brought
yet.
to you by our sponsor, Steelhouse Coffee, because my wife owns it. As she laughs in the other room.
because she owns it.
I used to own it. Allow me to clarify some things because people are curious about this. I was fired from Steelhouse Coffee. It's not a bad thing. It's not. Just my name's still on the door, and I didn't get a severance package. Yeah. Anyways,
He is the severance.
severance package. So we did it. So I knew this was something that was a potential in the future. So I'm an entrepreneur, as Gabe knows. I'm working on some other bigger side projects. I'm doing a lot of film and videography right now, and I was doing so much that I was not able to be at the shop. So instead of making it to where my wife was stressing out not having someone be there, because I'm like, I got a call last night, I need to go tomorrow to do 3 shoots.
Yeah.
It was more fair to her to not do that. That's why I'm not there. So I do still hop in and still do stuff. I'm trying to get myself to go, not get myself. I'm planning on going to more open mic nights. At this point, there's just been schedule stupidity and stuff like that. But I'm trying to get to go to a lot more of the social events and still do stuff. I'm still around. I'm still there. But I am in the process of creating something that will benefit our community hugely. And that's been my focus. It's been something I've been working on for 3 years.
Close to 3 years.
And I will not stop until it's done. And at this point, if things continue, I will be able to do it sooner than later.
Much sooner than later.
So I will tell you
Crossing-
more about that in the future. But as of right now, that's it for Steelhouse Coffee. And what I'm going to push a product.
Oh.
You may like this. You like your hot chocolate, right?
Oh my goodness.
You should get,
In the words of you, is Christ a Jew?
oy vey. You should get peanut butter hot chocolate. So we started, we have a unsweetened peanut butter. We started putting in stuff, and it does it. So it's not really sweet, but it's so flavorful.
But you got the
I've
hot
been getting
chocolate.
like a chocolate peanut butter mocha.
Oh.
It's amazing. I'm just saying at this point, it's the thing. We started promoting it. I highly, oh God, it's so good. I really like it. So that is a product coming from Steelhouse Coffee. Head on over there and get yourself a cup. Hang out with your friends, do that stuff because they're still open.
That's a beautiful thing, and might
And
be
video
something-
game night.
Yeah, and video game night, open mic night on Friday, and video game night on Saturdays.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I actually when I go back to the shop, I think I'm actually gonna ask for that.
You should.
I'm gonna try that.
It's
So
good for you.
everyone, thank you all so much.
Thanks for
Thank
being
you
awesome.
Thank you for being very, very awesome. Really hope you enjoyed all the ranting and ravings of today. If you didn't, it's only gonna get worse from here. So you'll have to suck it up.
And
Buttercup.
YouTube has upped their their format for how things go. So if you could like, subscribe, and hit the comment, even if it's Joe looks like a white turd, that's fine. You could throw that in the comments. Just whatever you put in there. I need to have stuff in the comments because the more comments we get, the more it'll actually get sent to more people to be able to see. And we want to keep doing the nerd stuff. So we're at the point we're doing it once a week. We would like to do it where we can get endorsements other than Steelhouse Coffee to where we could do this like 3 times a week.
More often.
And then literally to where we could do it like weekly, like 5 days a week. And we wouldn't have to worry about funds, and we'd be able to totally nerd out and do the awesome stuff and do all that stuff. And everyone wants to do that. I mean, that's the American dream at this point, is to be a YouTube thing. I do it because it's fun and I love Gabe, and this is our way of nerding out. We literally won't talk throughout the week, and then we see each other and we're like, oh my gosh, did you hear about such and such?
Yeah,
so
it's
comment.
just wonderful.
If you could like and subscribe, that'd be amazing. Share it on the interwebs. Let people know that we're alive and we're doing this stuff. We love you. We appreciate you. And
yeah.
Gabe's amazing.